poorhouse was paved with good intentions. A lot of folks have good intentions, but they have no clue about what they're talking about. I think we find that a lot on this side. I want to make another comment, too. In talking with a lot of the people, excuse me, about choke, a lot of people in the construction business, it seems that a lot of your percentage of your costs that you have to put in there is due to permits and the waiting on permits, and the fact that I think that good tort reform in this country would probably decrease a lot of those permit costs and speed up your projects overall. So I'd like for you, if you have a comment, I'd love to hear it, but otherwise I think that's something that would be of great value, not just to your industry, but probably to all industries. So, but what I want to get to is Mr. Pugh. Mr. Pugh, my Baptist in me wanted to stand up and cheer. Congratulations, 2.5 million miles safe driving. People don't realize that's 20 years on the average driver. That only not says a lot about you, but I think it says a lot about where our industry has gone with the availability, the technology out there, and the focus on being safe. I know in my company, we want to be the most technologically advanced, the safest, with the best employees, period. And we have a handful of million-milers out there. I want to focus real quick because there's some things that I've heard up here that I want you to make a quick comment on. Number one, we heard a 76% increase in accidents of 75 miles or over in speed. I don't have a truck out there that runs 75 miles an hour. And if you actually looked at the data, AAA's even done this. They didn't want to admit it, but over 75% of the accidents out there are not the truck's fault. It's the four-wheeler, it's the car, the automobile's fault. With 98% of trucking companies out there, 10 trucks or less, 95% of them are 5 trucks or less. A huge portion are owner-operators and independent drivers. What would this increase that one of the colleagues on the other side of the aisle is pushing for liability insurance, what would it do to the trucking industry?
It would, in short, put them out of business. A lot of the small guys, my members, we don't even know how this will be charged. We don't know how insurance will withstand this because there's really nothing out there to measure. There's already been lots of liability insurance companies leave the market. We know as people leave the market and there's less competition, prices go up. So this could be disastrous to small business, to supply chains, to carriers, even the size of yours.
I think it'll be disastrous for the trucking industry, but it's nothing but a pay raise for trial lawyers. That's all it is.
100%.
Let's move on. Rear impact guards. I would venture to say if we had a question in here, people don't even know what that is. What's a rear impact guard?
It's the DOT bumper, for lack of better terms. If you see a semi-truck going down the road on the back of the trailer, kind of a T-pattern thing or something like that, it's the rear bumper.
So we have those, right?
Yes, we do.
Is a rear impact guard to prevent the truck from injuring the car, or from the car hitting the truck and being injured?
It's to keep the car from entering completely in underneath the truck.
So I think that puts a little more evidence to the fact that the automobiles out there cause the problem. And a lot of times we see that the trucking industry takes the hit.
Trucking industry almost always takes the hit when you're correct. Over 80% of accidents are caused by the car.
So automatic emergency brakes. Man, I got a boatload of them I'd love to get rid of. Are they fail-proof?
No, they're not foolproof. We have constant false acts going all the time.
Go off when you go under a bridge or road construction sign, anything that may.
I drove a truck back from Reno last year back to Kansas City. It was constantly going off for there's nothing around. I'm in the middle of Wyoming and places.
Yeah, we got federal bureaucracy out there, bureaucrats, federal agencies, people that sit around here that think they know better, have no clue. Guarantee you probably the majority of folks in this room don't have a CDL driver's license. They don't know that industry. But since we're out there on the roadway, in the motoring public, we're an easy target because people see us. I mean, you're scratching your head on what you think you might can get done this year. You're riding down the road, oh, there's a big truck. Let's see what we can do to that as well. I'm out of time, but I wanted to add one more thing. Broker fraud, it is huge. And it's been going on for decades. But I would like to add in there that we have another fraud going on out there too, and that's the towing industry. The towing industry has been ripping off the trucking industry for decades. I know for a fact, I just saw one, a truck that had an accident by itself, ran off the interstate. The towing bill was $78,000.
I had a member who received a tow bill a couple weeks ago in the state of Pennsylvania. They were charged $9,000 heat and humidity charge with a 10% administration fee on top of that. It was well over a $60,000 tow bill.
Most
Gentleman's time's
regulated,
expired.
taxed, burdened industry in the world.
Gentleman's
Mr. Chairman,
time's
sorry I
expired,
ran
Mr.
over.
Carbajal.
Thank you.